guys, how's it going? Happy Easter Monday to everybody. Just thought I would check in with you guys. Fortunately, I am very much in a job where I'm still working, but thankfully I've got today off, which is lovely. Steph is back at her practice, very much working at the front end, bless her. But yeah, I'm off today, which is really, really nice. Despite all the the obvious kind of restrictions that we've got at the minute, managed to have a really, really lovely weekend together. Enjoyed the sunshine from the garden. Managed to get out on our daily exercise walks a day, so that was really, really nice. And yeah, I just thought I would jump on and just very quickly, it's not going to be a long one, don't worry, chat about kind of social media cleansing. And I don't mean cleansing all your mates or all the people that do your reading on your friends list, but I mean having a day, or I don't know, I guess a week, where you kind of just restrict yourself completely and pull yourself back from social media. From a personal point of view, just being kind of like completely transparent and honest, I think got towards the end of last week and I think I just kind of had enough of social media. For those of you that know me or follow me and Steph and our kind of property journey, we do invest quite a lot of time into social media. We have a VA, she's absolutely incredible, who helps us. But we do put a lot of time and effort into social media because we realise the absolute power of it, of trying to get your message out there. So, I would hope that other people relate to this as well, but it almost, by the end of last week, it almost felt like an obsession for me. So me and Steph are very different in that regard in terms of our social media. So Steph is very much like in the background, and morning Tracy, and she, we co-write a lot of the things that we put out on social media. And if I'm honest, Steph is probably takes up the lion's share of that in terms of kind of creating the narrative that goes into our post. But she's not really at the forefront, so people will see me a lot more than Steph. I'm the kind of one that's like on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute by minute basis, feels like the person that's engaging very much on all the different platforms on social media. But like I said, we have a VA that helps us as well. She's absolutely incredible. And we employ her for 4 hours in the morning, Monday to Friday. She's actually off at the minute because it's the holidays, so we have a VA, but she very much gets the bank holidays off as most people do, and she gets that paid. And it's also actually her birthday tomorrow, so she'll be having that off as well, and that's a little bit of an Easter bonus for her because she's been doing such great work recently. So in terms of like the daily posts and stuff, that's very much coming back to me to post out. But my point is, by the end of last week, it kind of got to the point where it was not enjoyable anymore, and I felt like I didn't have any space in my brain for anything else. Constantly looking at my phone to the point where kind of Steph was starting to get, pissed off. Like, Lucy, get off your phone. Like, if it's an evening where we're supposed to be spending time together, and I'm like constantly checking my phone and trying to engage, then that's not good either. And it can kind of tip over into that, I guess, that kind of unhealthy, realm of just becoming too obsessed with social media. So it was actually Steph that suggested it. Like, why don't you just take a day off? And I think she'd read it in a book actually, or listened to it on a podcast. And why don't you just take a day off? And actually, I jumped at that. I jumped at that thought of, and I am very disciplined, so I like process. I've almost 20 years in the military served. I am very process driven. I like I like structure. So actually then to bring in that structure of having a day off a week was really, really appealing to me. So I jumped at that little challenge from Stephanie, and I did it on Saturday. So how I did it is, I think we put a post up, I think I put a post up on Progressive on Friday evening. So Saturday morning, I think it was about 7:30, I woke up, basically just like tidied up on my social media, made sure that I'd replied to everything, I'd done all my actions, and then at 7:45, I took all of my the logos, Facebook, LinkedIn, Messenger, Instagram. I took all of those apps off my front page. I moved it to like the 4th page in my iPhone. I turned all my notifications off, and I went cold turkey for 24 hours. Now, that might not seem like a lot to the majority of people out there, but 24 hours, at the minute for me feels like a lot, but actually it didn't feel like a lot, and it was, as soon as I'd done it, it was like the most liberating thing I think I've done all year. Like it felt good to do that, and actually on Saturday we had the best day. We just spent time together, but we definitely still talked about property, and we still talked about our business, but we started to look at and think and discuss strategy, and thinking again more long term, and like talking about again like our goals. What's our strategy? What's our goals? Very much from that level, which was so nice to have that clear space in my brain, not constantly looking at the phone and trying to reply to people and trying to engage and actually just having the quiet to be able to just reaffirm that vision and that long-term strategy. And we live on Dartmoor. It's very easy. We're very fortunate to be able to practice social distancing very easily at the minute, but we still adhere. We go out for our one exercise session a day, and whether that's a run or a walk. And that Saturday we went for a walk around Dartmoor, and the sun was shining. I didn't take my phone with me, and we just had literally the best day ever. We got so much achieved. And then in the evening we came back, and I had a couple of Steph had a couple of videos that we'd already kind of downloaded from Laura Buse. Actually, we watched a couple of videos together, again not on my phone because I kind of banned myself from it, but a couple of videos that she did on the Find an Investor series that she did last week, so that was amazing. But my point is rediscovering that reason and that why that we do things. And for me, having that day with Steph and being very much in the moment, which I feel with social media sometimes it's so difficult to get that, and it's so easy to lose sight of it. So very much rediscovering why, what is my why, what is our why, Steph and I. And I found that again on Saturday, and it was so powerful and so healthy, and it's absolutely something that I'm gonna now definitely, it's in my psyche now to do that once a week. And I'm Saturday I think is going to be the day that I do it. Saturday is naturally usually a quiet day anyway for engagement, so that would seem like the most sensible day to pick. And I think I'm going to follow that routine. So I'm going to get up on a Saturday morning. I'm going to just tie up any loose ends first thing in bed with a brew. And then I am going to switch it off, take away all notifications, move the apps out of my front screen. And then I'm not going to come back online again until Sunday morning. So that is my new routine going forward. And yeah, like I said, I think it's really powerful. I felt so liberated, but we got so much achieved without having that massive kind of just, pull from social media. Don't get me wrong, if for those of you that have just jumped on, I absolutely, massively advocate the power of social media, but I also think it's important that we get a break every now and then from it. So that's it from me. I hope everyone is having an incredible Easter weekend. I hope you guys are all staying safe, staying really positive, because I think things are just about to start getting better. So let's just keep positive, keep each other sane, keep the sharing going. I think there definitely is a bit of a drop at the minute, generally speaking, as you would imagine, on the social side. But let's just have a little look and see who is online. Yeah, I think like people definitely doing this as well. Sasha did a social media detox pretty much for most of last week. Yeah, it feels so liberating. Definitely healthy and planning, reviewing your goals. Dan, we're so similar in the way we both must have structure. Absolutely, like structure for me is my life. But that's it, guys. I'm going to sign off. I hope you're all well and stay safe. Have an amazing bank holiday Monday with your families if you can. And if you're on the front line right now working, just much respect to you guys. Absolutely the heroes of this country. But that's it, guys. Over and out. Remember, whatever you do, enjoy the ride. See you later, guys.